Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to present my Major Studio 2 project. So, what's the idea to prop up the MoMA Bear idea? Because of nowadays, parents are lack of the time and and concerned about the safety issue about their children when they taking the transportation. So, and also hard to find a reliable service for their children. So this will let me to come out the idea for the mobile bag. So my target for my apps is 25 to 40 years old parents who are busy for works, and the parent who wish to get their children to school in the comfort and safety of the private vehicle. So this is my mind map for the mobile bag. Uh, The Mobile Bear is a online marketplace platform and also provide the safety transportations to their children. And they inside the apps have a live tracking system, so make sure their children, when their children arrive, so the driver will scan the QR code to the parents, so their parents can know where is their children is. And also in my apps have a reward system, and also they can claim the voucher in my apps. So when they have purchased when they order the driver to for their kids, they can get the marks and to redeem the rewards and also the voucher. So this is a flowchart for my apps. I have two versions. One is user version and another one is driver version. So come up to the final outcome. So this is my app's final outcome. I only show the few page. Later on, I will explain more in my Adobe XD. And this one is my driver version. In the driver version, I also provide the report, and also the driver can see through their monthly income in our apps. So this is overall the introducing for my apps. So now I would like to share my promo video. Can listen or not? The voice. Can?
No.
No. So sorry.
I think you need to include the computer sound when you share screen to the Teams.
Okay. Sorry, I have to close my screen first. Okay, I think it's okay already lah. So this one is the first video. The mainly introduce what's the problem and also the feature in my apps.
Parents nowadays are busy working in order to earn more money. With busy working life, hard to send your kids back to school, tuition center, or concern about driver safety issue? Mama Bear is an app provide a safe and convenient online booking transportation service for your kids. We provide a verified driver for your kids to travel to school, home, or to a tuition center. We also provide live tracking to keep track of your children's journey in real time. Mama Bear provides a secure and reliable transportation.
So I would like to show another promo video. So now I would like to show my final outcome. So this one is a user version. So when you click in, you can choose, if you already have an account, you can choose to log in. And if you don't have the account, you can sign in. When you sign in, it will come out two buttons. So if you are the driver, so you can fill out the application form throughout our website to become the verified driver. If you are the user, you can directly register throughout my apps. So this is, so when you register already, they will come out the simple tutorial. So you can skip it if you don't want to see. And this one is the home page. So you can actually add your address because I assume that some of their parents have two places in order to let their children to arrive or send or let the driver to send their children. So this is a booking. You can book here. You can choose the address here. So then you can fill out the class details. You can choose whether which course and which class your children have. So you can actually add the course and the class time. So you can this one you can search for the driver. You can choose whether you want the one-way trip or also the round trip, and the passenger. Passenger is your kids. So when search is successfully, they will come out the driver details and with the price. If you're okay with the price, you can set the confirm, and confirm ready, you can confirm to pay and add the voucher. So if you pay, you can choose you want to the credit payment or also the online payment. After payment successful, they will directly jump to the calendar, so you can see what time your children going to the tuition and what time the driver will arrive. So this is a calendar. So when you each color represent the one children lah. So when you click it, it will come out the details. So 17 November only have one kid, Senway, and this one is a kid's details. So you can even cancel your booking, and you can see the past activities. So you can also book your driver over here. So the third one is a tracking system. So you can know where the children is, and you can message to the driver and also know their experience and their rates. So when come up to the message, when the children arrive to the tuition center, they will come out the notification, so their parents will know where their children is. And when you click in, you can actually rate your driver. And this one is a message. So when come up to the profile, you can edit your profile and change your password also. This one is a kid's details. You can edit. So every kids have their own QR code. So for the driver, they can scan their QR code to ensure that the driver already pick up the children. So you can add the new children details if you have more than one children. And also you can choose a color. Every color represent one children. So when you go to the calendar, you can actually clearly to see what time your children need to go to tuition class, or which children want to have need to have the driver or what. So and come up to the points, you can when you purchase the driver, when you order the driver, they will come out the award lah. You can get the points. So this one is a reward. Now I'm a go bear. And the voucher, so you can see what voucher you can redeem, and the past voucher, what voucher you already use, and help center. So this one, if you have any question, you can actually report to us and submit your question and read for our help center. So the settings, I can choose what language you want. So basically, this is my my apps for the user. So now I would like to show my driver version of my apps. So this is a driver version. So driver version, basically at the front is the same one lah. So you can log in. When log in, the interface is different. So the driver version have a QR code scan. So they can scan the QR code when the children when they pick up the children. And in driver version, they have a dashboard. So they will show this month they already total how many distance, how many petrol they use, and how many estimate money they spend in this month for the petrol. So when you come up to my activities, they will know which date the children, I need to pick up the children. Then when you click in, you come out the details. So when the children arrive, the driver have to update the status lah. When the children arrive, they or the driver want to cancel the orders, they have to update. So this one is past event. You can choose which month of it. And when it comes to the profile, it's the same one with the user version, but the color will be different. So they can check the monthly reports and their activity or download as a PDF in their apps. So you can choose which year. And the help center setting. And the last one is message. You can message to the parents. So basically, this is my apps presentation, and so overall it's like this now. Thank you. And now I like to stop my screen.
Hold on.
Yes.
Just want to add on. All of you are required to share with us some kind of your reflection after you go through this project. So before you end the session, thank you.
Okay. So the most challenging when I'm doing the Major Studio 2 is that I need to learn the whole new Adobe XD because I have no experience with the Adobe XD. So I have to learn the tools are inside, but actually I found out that they are user friendly and work well with the AI. So you can directly copy the artwork to the Adobe XD and no need to import lah. So this is the most challenging part, and also due to the COVID, we can't face-to-face discuss. So this is one of the issue that we face, and overall is like this. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's move on to the second presenter.
Can you guys see? Okay, so I'm going to present about my mobile app, which is Your Food. So what are the problems that we face for food delivery apps nowadays? So most of the apps, they don't provide customization, which is you cannot pick what you want or what you want to add on to your order or your food specifically. And then some apps, they don't even care if your order is wrong. And then the compensation they give when the order is wrong is not really reasonable. And they have limited menu. And limited menu. And then not all the shops are registered for Foodpanda or other food delivery platforms. So example, so this is from Foodpanda. You're trying to order bubble tea and then they cannot provide any customization as if you want less ice or more sugar. And so what is Your Food? So Your Food is an app that lets you order as if you're in a restaurant, and then they can give you more reasonable compensation. And what I mean by as you order in the restaurant is that you have full customization and full control over how your food is being prepared for you. And if your food is given wrongly, there will be a compensation that is reasonable to the situation. And so how we operate is that first we'll give you see the menu of the restaurant, and then you can select what you want, and then you can add on what you want specifically and give it the order in detail to the driver, and then the driver will go and make the order for you. So our other features, we have a reward system, which is, I think you don't have in other food platforms. They only give you vouchers based on maybe specific dates or celebrations, and we also have a better compensation system. So okay, so this is the reward system. So there will be vouchers given out when you reach certain amounts of orders, like a gamification. So maybe you reach 50 orders, we give you a 50% voucher. And then there will be a special gift on your birthday. And there will also be given vouchers during holidays, like normal delivery apps. So our compensation system. So online operators will process your problem, and then from the problem, they will give you a reasonable compensation, such as vouchers or for small cases and refunds for major mix-ups. So our target audience is from people that are from age 15 to 30, mostly student and workers, which they have no time to go out or cook themselves. So case study. So these are the case study that few platforms that I choose to use for my case study. So this is Foodpanda, GrabFood, Mac Delivery, Damakan, and Deliver Eat. And then these are the 5 minor deliverables, which is the posters. But then in the end, we changed to videos. But this is the one of the examples that I use. So this is my flowchart. Wireframe. And then the design development changed a lot because the original design was not really good. And the final design for the apps. And then this is for the worker. Yeah. So I'm going to show my promotion video. Can you guys hear or not?
No.
Wait. Okay. Okay, you guys can hear, right?
Are you hungry on a Sunday after?
Wait.
Are you hungry on a Sunday after?
Wait. What is happening? Okay, so this is for my first video, and now for my second one.
Are you hungry on a Sunday afternoon? But lazy to go through traffic? No worries, your food has you covered. Your food lets you get what you want, the way you like it. Just log in, order, enjoy, and get rewarded. Your food, get the food you want, the way you want it.
Okay, so that's for both of my videos. And now I'm going to share about the app. Okay. So this is for the customer side. So the first page is easy, very easy. You can log in or register. So after you log in, so you'll see this is the first page where you can choose the food you want. Let's see, if you want to take McDonald's, you can go to the McDonald's page. And then if you don't want, we can choose other one, or you can search for what you want. So, yeah.
You are showing your PowerPoint slide or your app, Adobe XD.
Oh. So you can, okay, wait. Why? So you can see now. You can see the app, right? Okay. So as I was saying just now, this is the first page that you'll see when you first open up the app if you haven't registered or log in. So after you log in, you can see this is the first page where you will see the home page where you can find all the food that you want. So if you want McDonald's, you can just click on McDonald's. So the first row will be the suggestion, mainly the more popular selections that people will choose. And then you can search from the search bar, and they also give you some other suggestions, maybe the local shops that are near to you. So for my example, I'll choose Gato. So after you see that you have the combo dishes where there will be food and then drinks, or you can order like a la carte. So I'll order this one, and then I can click what I need. So extra spicy, extra crispy, and then cut into pieces. So place order. So when you place order, they will show you your order, then the delivery charges, and then the total. And you can choose to use a voucher or not. So there will be a first time user voucher for everyone. After you choose, they'll deduct the money, and then you can choose whether you want online payment or cash on delivery. So pay now. Oh my god. No. Sorry, there's a bit of problem. So after the pay now, they will show you that your order has been placed, and then you have to wait for until you order, and then you can you can go to the next order, or you can wait. So after that, you can see your history, and then your account, which is your account information, banking information, contact information, and then you can edit the informations. After that is the reward. So this is the reward system that I mentioned about the gamification. So there will be specific milestones that you have to reach in order for you to get a reward. So let's say 100 orders for a free meal. Yeah, and then you can check your vouchers, and you can also claim your vouchers when the voucher is you have reached the milestone, and then you can directly use the voucher order now, or you want to check your vouchers again. Yeah. So then there's also help, which is where when you face a problem, your order did not receive, or there's a mix-up in your order, you can get help from here. So there's also an online chat. And then lastly is the FAQ, which are frequently asked questions. Yep. And then now I'm going to show the worker side. Okay, so this is the worker side. So the interface is mostly the same, but then we change the different colors. So it's still the same login. After you log in, so the different from the customer page, this will be the page where you can select to pick the order. So the orders available at the moment will be shown here, and then you can select either one. So we take this one. So after you take the order, they will show you that the specific orders for that particular one. So it's a signature chicken chop with extra spice, extra herbs, and chop into pieces. And how much is it? And then the shop location. So here will be a map to show that your location and the shop is how to go to the shop from your location. So if there is any problem, you can also call to ask the customer. And then your order is placed. The order is placed means that you already reached the shop, and then you already placed the order for the customer. And then after you get the order, the food, they will show you about the customer and then their house location. And it's the same. The map will show you how to go. Then after you deliver the order, your order is done. And then they will also tell you how much you get from that particular order, and how much you already did this week for your own reference lah. So for delivery, the worker side, we also have a bonus, which is also voucher based but then this voucher base will if you use the voucher, they will increase your earnings from that particular delivery. Let's say 20% bonus or 10% bonus. Oh. So after this, you can check your balance on next order. Next order will bring you back to the home page where you can choose another order to deliver. So if you check your balance, you will go straight to your balance page where it can show you how many money you have in your wallet, and then how many orders you have finished until now. So you can cash out or take a report. So report, you will see that they can show you directly how much you have earned, what the ratings you are, how many runs you have did, how many vouchers you have claimed, or how many working days you have been working this week, this month, and then how many runs you do per one day. So you can get a PDF or you can go back. Okay, so this should be the page in front, but then I don't know what happened. I think I linked wrongly, but it's okay. So this will be, after you click report, you will have to choose which month of report do you want. September, and then it'll be this one. So it's the same for the sidebar. You can check your history. This is the order history that you did, and then the account balance, which I showed just now, and then the reward is the same. You can check your bonus or use now, and then lastly there's also help. So this help will be for the workers if they suddenly realize that they actually give the order to the wrong person or what happened, or they want to contact to the customer service if there any conflict within with the customer. So that's all for my app. And now I will talk about my reflection for this assignment, for this module. So when I started this assignment, I really have no idea where I want to go, but then I choose this one because I only think of that one to do. But then I found out there's actually a lot of details and a lot of minor things that you have to be very, very careful when you design an app. And then I also have to learn a new app, which is the Adobe XD, which I found out is quite easy to just operate, and then the interface is very friendly. So it actually make my life easier. So I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ki Heng. So get ready for the next presenter. Oh, so Mr. Elam is away for a while, so you can have a 20 seconds break. Get ready for the next presenter.
Oh, you guys can hear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Can you guys see? I'm just preparing right now.
You may begin.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So I already prepared 4 tasks over here. Okay, so I'm going. There is the teaser of the app, the slide for the reason why I create this app, and also the promotional video and also the prototype. So right now I'm going to show the teaser first to start off with my presentation.
Tired of busy schedule and owning multiple appointment books as a pet owner? Introducing Paw Book, where all in one human paw.
Okay, so that is a very brief introduction of my app. So now I'm going to start off the reason why I create this app. Wait, why is it not full screen? Let me share again. Yeah, you guys can see, right? Okay, so let me introduce myself. At first, I am Jetso, and I am a multimedia design student, and this is our major studio project, the second one. And as you guys saw in the teaser just now, I designed an app called Paw Book, and it's actually a pet care booking app. Okay, so these slides will be mainly about the reason why I have the idea of creating this app. Okay, so ideas and reason. So obviously it comes with personal reasons at first for me to think of this idea. So I myself is a pet owner, and I own 3 dogs and 3 turtles currently back in my hometown. So my experience and also struggle is that there are too many appointment books, and sometimes we misplace it. I know that we actually put it together, but because of we go to a lot of different veterinary we went to different vet and also groom shop in my hometown. So that's why we have a lot of appointments booked, and sometimes we misplaced it, and sometimes we took the wrong one. And the most annoying part is that sometimes we forgot to bring to the shop, to the clinic. And then there's a lot of schedule and appointment, and because of we have so many different places that we go, so sometimes we will overlap the schedule, and sometimes we just too lazy to check. That's why we overlap it. Okay, so now let's move on to the infographic that I gathered from the internet. Okay, so what I researched is that pet owners are on the rise. This infographic is based on Americans, but we all know that Americans are the influence for the whole world. So there's a lot of people that is going to have pets right now, and even Kiheng is he's also I consider as a new pet owner, and then people are treating their pets like family right now. So that's why their health care and also hygiene is very, very important to every pet owner. And also the pet industry is also on the rise. There's a lot of market, like even in what is it called, Mid Valley in JB, they also have a pet pharmacy right now. So that's why it's pet industry is actually, it's a very hype thing right now. So with the app that I create, right, it will be very easy to find partners and also to make promotion and also event to to attract users to use my app. Excuse me. Okay, and then this is also one of the reasons why I want to create the app, because through this research, right, there's a lot of stress in Malaysia. It's really rising. And because of that, we need a lot of people to like donate so that we can help to save all of the stress on the street. And with the app, I will make like challenges so that people will donate and will get a lot of attention from pet owners. Because I also believe that there's most pet owners have sympathy towards the strays. Okay, so these are the 4 main functions of my apps. So there's challenges where it is a bonus actually. The challenges is a bonus where I will attract user to be more pets, and also I take the opportunity to make it as a donation. So booking, there's 2 types of booking only. I already expel a lot of the other services, because these 2 are the main service that I want to be in my app, which is veterinary and also grooming. And then there's the appointment where you can see all of your appointment from different services, and it is just in one thing. And also all of the history also you can check over there. And then profile, where now instead of multiple books, you will just have one profile where there's a lot of pets in it, if you have more pets. Okay, so these are the main pages of the mockup, and these are just the short one, and I will show the full one for my digital book before I move on to the prototype and also the video. Okay, so these are my slides. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. Okay, so here's just an update from all of the CRIT presentation that we did. So this is the first time sorry. Okay, so these are the design, the mind map, and then we actually proposed 2 to 3 project, and then I decided to choose the pet one. And then these are my first flow chart. That's why I put it as round 1. This was my first one, and then these are my wireframe, and then this is my mockup. But then it turns out very bad. So that's how I come up with round 2. And then these are my full wireframe, which is my final wireframe. And then these are my first mockup tryout as well. And it turns out it's not that great as well, because there's no icon, there's no graphic. It's just almost like a mockup. So that's where I started to develop a different type of art style. And then also it's not that great, but then I chose the blue and also the yellow type, because this color palette is much more, how to say, cheerful. That's what I think. So I try to make the mockup, like the full mockup, but then something seems bad. And then I also already present this mockup with the prototype, and I get a lot of comment with it. So that's how I decided to fix my element. And then I used gradient, and these are the color palette that I use. And I also use iPhone 11 Pro screen ratio. And the typo that I use is typo round, regular, light, and also iPhone what typography, which is SF Pro text, and also text regular and also light. And these are my logo development. Okay, now I'm going to show my promo video. Okay, so this is my promo video. Okay, that is my promo video. So now I'm going to show the simulation. Okay, let's start off. Like I present just now, I use an iPhone. So swipe up, and then this is my app. Excuse me. So this is the first interface that you guys will see, which is a startup. And then here you will have two choices. Let's go with register because it will go to login as well. So here, yeah, you can do all of this, and then yeah, and so register and then login. You can type in and then login. Okay, so this is the dashboard, aka the home screen. So there are 5 clickable buttons actually over here. So let's start off with the challenges. So if you in the challenges, right, you can scroll and see all of the challenges that is available. And then these are the one that is the latest one that you should do at first. But yeah, you also can skip. But yeah, if you click and then this is where, and then it start and then success, and then you can go back to home. Or you can click here and then it will go to the challenges page. And then here all is the same, you can see all of this, but then there's a daily special which is only daily. So that's how I want to attract people to use my app daily. And then here is the same thing where you can start, done, and then go back. You can go back to challenges. And then here you can see there's a trophy, which is the status of like competition with other people. So yeah, here you can see all of the competitors and also pet owners. Let's go back. Okay, now booking, there's 2. Let's use veterinary. Okay, so here there's filter and then search, and also actually here I don't really have a lot of company with me. Okay, so let's start with the filter. So filter here, you can click, and then you can, I chose distant, and also all pets. Currently, there's on what I plan to start off is only with cats and dogs, but then I want it to progress to be more animals in the future. And then apply it. And then here you also can search. And then let's just book now. So here walk in. So in booking, you can fill in like which pet you want to use, and then the date and also time and all the service. But at the same time, what if like all of a sudden you just go to the shop and then directly you want to check in directly. So most of the shop that is already registered in this app, they will have the app. So it's easier to just scan it for them to get all of the information directly. So yeah, scan, and then the QR code, and then that's where the booking information is. And then yeah, and then all of the pets information is also will be in their system directly lah. So grooming will be the same thing, like book now, and then book now, and then get in. Okay, as that's covered, let's go to the appointment. So appointment is where you will have the calendar and also all of your appointment and history as well. So here you also can, obviously this part will show the latest, the next appointment that you're going to go. So here in the calendar, sorry. Okay, so here in the calendar, the yellow one will indicate that there's an appointment. So when you click in, here is where you can cancel it. You can see all of the information and also you can cancel it. So you can cancel and then click give reason if you want to. That's why right here, optional. And then just cancel now. And then it will cancel. And then this is a history, but then you also can go to the full history over here. And then you can rate it, and then it's the same thing. You can put in comment and also rate, and then you just pause it and then go back here. Did I cover everything? Okay, now let's move on to the profile. So because it is like the appointment books, right? So first of all, you will have your own profile. But then in this interface, it will only show like your age, sex, and also your pets. But then I put the QR code over here so that the shop can scan it directly for your full information, which is already inside the app. So to see all of the full information, you can edit profile, and then here you can put all of your emails, your phone, and also your address. And then you can save it. And then settings is like a normal app settings. And then here, the reason why I have the challenge, so it should have the rewards as well, so that I can motivate people to do their deeds. So in rewards, you can add rewards, which is here, more rewards. So rewards you can like use now. Back here, when it used now, that's where you will give the code to the shop, and then they will just key in the code, and that's where they will redeem your code. And then here you have more rewards, and then you can redeem, and then it will save here, but yeah, it didn't update. And then here will show your points. And then here, that's where I want people to donate. And then if you click in, it will go to a website, go to their website directly, and then can adopt or can fit them. And I think that's all for my simulation. I only have one app because the other receiver will be the shop, and they will have their own system that they have to log in. They have to link it with this app. Okay, so before I end, let's just share my self-reflection. So at the beginning of this project, obviously I am very worried for this assignment because the world is in a pandemic, and it's very, how to say, it's the feeling of uncertainty is very worry for me. And then at the same time, creating an app is something that is very new for us because I know the new student, they learn UI UX, but as for us, we don't really have that specific module. And also we never learn how to make a simulation of the app. But with this assignment, that's where we learn. We also have a lecturer that help us go through it. And I really appreciate with all of the experience that I have in this. And yeah, I also create an app that is actually that I can use in the future. So I am happy for that, and I think that is my presentation for this Poor Book app. So with that, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jessel. So who's the next presenter? Please get ready.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to start my presentation. Okay. So for this project, I'm going to do care apps. Is the name of my apps. Is a hospital healthcare application for the outpatient department of the Sultan Ismail Hospital. So for the concept is develop a hospital healthcare apps to is a great way to engage with patient and hospital. Right. So the issue that why should we develop this kind of app is first is the main issue is the efficiency of our public hospital, and nowadays everyone is using the digital, right? But our public hospital is still using handwriting, so all things will be by hand. So it's very hard to organize and also affect to the efficiency. And also the second reason why I'm doing this app is because the people always confused in the property and the departments. Example is the patient is not often visit the hospital, they usually get lost in the properties and to find their destination. So for my idea in this project is to combine these hospital traditional function into digital mobile apps to simplify and convenience this general process. And for my apps, so the target audience is between age 30 to 50. This is the target audience for who will go into hospital, and also the user who will take their eldest parent visiting the hospital also. So this the design outcome will be the apps and the 2 videos. So this the color code of my design. First is this one, the light green is based on the MOH website, is their main color code, and based on this color I choose the darkest the darkness colors, these 2 colors to present the modern and fresh feeling. And also I include a bright color to focus the key point and also give some cheerful feeling, and not let the design for the apps not too serious. And this my logo. Actually is the combine the heart icon and this one the check-in icon and the hospital icon and combine into my logo. So for the function of my apps, first is the reminder system. So reminder system is give the patient user reminder and get their notification for their further consultation and the date for review their medicine. And also the medical record system is to the user can view and also download their medical record directly on their apps. And this one is for the check-in system. So the user can directly check in on the mobile apps and no need to come early to get the front number lah. So also the wayfinding system to help patients find their way around their property. Live queue number, so patient can directly check their queue number on the mobile and also see the current queue number. So no need to stand in front of the screen to wait the number calling. So this is my flow chart, and this is the wireframe. So I will look. And this is the design. So I just simply show you guys. And there are 2 videos. So I'm going to show my video.
Having trouble with outpatient healthcare? Spend hour on queuing? Can't find the way? Why not have healthcare at your fingertips? Download and register today. Healthcare made easy, just a few clicks.
This is the first video and I show the second video. So this is the 2 video my project, and let's see the apps design. This is the page for the mobile, and you can click on the apps. So you're going to show, and this is the login page. You also can sign up, can fill in your and log in. So this will be a simple tutorial show the function where is it. So you directly go to the calendar. So the calendar will be show the upcoming event and your appointment, and will be a dot here show the where is the what time you have the upcoming notification. So it can be here will be the notification for your appointment or medicine review, and also the event. And you can directly right here. So you can see the event details here that creating, and your notification. So you can click on to check the details, and you also can reschedule it. You can choose the date to what time you want. So I'm not going to. Okay, this will be the calendar system. So I'm going to. This one is for the report. So we can user can view their report here, and you can search. This will be the report detail, and user can directly download here. So this one is for the profile. You can see your profile here. So this will be the profile details, and you also can add on, and you can add the new one to fill in the contents, and so it will be show your family profile details. So this one will go into the check-in system. So check-in system, if you have the appointment, you can directly check in. If not, you can add on. So you can select the patient at here. So register. So you can directly check in at here. And you can also open the notification if you want. So you can see your queue number, and also the current queue number, and the patient before you, and how many patients before you. So you can see your next next room where to go. So you can, if you don't know the direction, you can just open the GPS. So you can open the camera to using the AR system. So can be next, it will be the second room, and next, so there is. So this is the check-in system. So last will be the setting page. Setting page, you can choose the account. So you can change your password or anything else here. So also the notification, you can choose to open or close the notification. And also the privacy page. So these two I'm not sure. And that's all for my design, apps design. So I'm going to for the reflection. So for my reflection, reason why I'm doing this kind of app is because in my family I have eldest parents. So every month we need to visit the hospital. So I know there's a big problem and for our public hospital, especially the efficiency. So we always spend a lot of time, like all days in the hospital. So I think we should develop an apps to solve this kind of problem. So conclusion is I wish that our public hospital will develop this kind of app, so can solve a lot of problems. So this is my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Peggy. So move on to Jasing.
Okay, can you guys see? 还有 fan。
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Cole Jason, and today I want to present my mobile app, which is called Goonie. So, Goonie is a application that provides Kanakuni service. The target audience the target audience we focus is the big company. Is only for the big company, yeah. So why we built this app? Our main idea is to digitalize the Kanakuri practice to make the Kanakuri practice to become more convenient and simple and make the Kanakuri life better. Our vision and mission is to provide the best Kanakuri service in Malaysia. And what we see missing on the market is the Kanakuni practice is getting harder and lesser nowadays. So the problem is the Malaysia have become a dumping ground for all sorts of waste, especially solid waste. And now we just can see rubbish everywhere. So that's why we decided to design an application that provides Kanakuni service and provide an option for our user to manage with the waste. So how our apps works? As you can see, the screen one is our homepage, and they have a booking button. When you press the booking button, it will become to the screen two, which you can take a photo of your waste and select the category of it, then proceed to the screen three, which we will show you our Kanaguni, which we call the Guni creator. Then you can see the information and proceed. So the Guni creator will visit your office. And I will describe more in later. So for our app, they have two sides. The first one is the Guni, which for the user, which are the company that looking for the Kanaguni service. The other one is the Guni creator, that is for the Kanaguni that register as our Guni creator. So the feature overview. So for the Guni, it is easy booking. The user can book our Guni creator anytime and any place. In the app, they have Guni Pay, which the user can easily transfer and receive their money by Guni Pay. The real-time communication tool, the user can chat directly with our Guni creator, and they also have reward. User can earn points every time they're using our service, and they can redeem some amazing reward like the KFC or the T-Life. So you can download it in Google Store and Play Store. Yeah. So now I will show my simulation. This is the Guni app. So in here you can sign in, or you can, if you haven't signed in, you can create an account and register. Here is the phone page. You can see your profile picture, your performance, like how many times you use the service, the point you earn, and your wallet balance, the booking button, your history, and your reward, the reward that promoting. So to booking a Kanaguri service, you can press this button, and he will come to this page. Here you can take your photo of your waste, and you select the material type you want to. You can select the material of your waste and proceed. Then this page is for confirmation. This is your Kanakuri. You can see the name, his picture, the rating, and you can call. Then this is your waste image, your type, your address. You can edit here. Right. So you can proceed, then proceed. When you proceed, the button will become red and you can track your Kanakuni in this page. And here will show the real-time location, the GPS position of your Kanaguni and you. And when you arrive, they will pop out a notification to tell you when your Kanaguni is arrived. Next, we go into the wallet, which we call the Guni Pay. This is the interface. You can reload your wallet, scan, transfer, and card. For the user, the most function used is the transfer and receive. The transfer is you can transfer your money to your bank or to the user or to the unique user here. Or yes, then you can receive the Kanakuni Pay by let them to scan your QR code. And when they scan, it will come out a receipt and shows the information. Then you can press OK. Then it will ask you to rate the Guni collector. Scan is for you to scan the QR code. And you also can add in your card information, your credit or debit card information. Then when you top up your balance, there will be more quicker. And below here is the wallet activity. You can see your transition history here. Next, we go into the news. Here is the chat, and here got the chat box and the notification. You can chat with our Guni collector, and when they have a notification, you also can receive. You will receive the notification will show here. Next is the reward page. At here, you can see your point and all the reward that in progress. And here is the promotion details. You can render it. Okay. So next is the user page. You can edit your profile here. And here have history, your address, your save page, and the help, the frequently asked question. You can report an issue or other issue, and feedback. So overall, this is the Guni app for the user. Now we go into the Guni collector. So this is the app for Guni collector. And the sign page, you can sign in, or you have to register it in the website. This is the home page. This page shows you are offline. This is the Guni collector profile picture. Will turn in black when you're offline. And here's some information: the water balance, hours online, total job, total distance. And when you want to receive job, you have to press this button to go online. And when you go online, they will send you, the request will send to you. And this is the user information, their waste, their category. You can decide what you can see their waste and the amount of the waste from the picture. Then you can choose to accept and proceed. Then the application will directly show the place of the GPS position and guide you to the destination. Then when you arrive, you can choose to call or message, or you can just go to the payment. This is the payment page. It's quite similar to the user one, but the function modis used is the transfer, which you want to transfer your money to the bank or transfer to the user. Yes. Then most of this is the same, and the chat and notification. The last part is the user. Here is the job history, transition history, our support. Here got our company, our Goonie company phone number, email, our place, website, and term of use. Then feedback. Okay, here is what. Okay, here is. So now I showing our promote video. This is the promotion video for our app. Okay, so then the next one, this is the short advertisement for Goonie.
Your office clutter get out of control? Don't worry. Use Goonie to call our Goonie collector to visit your office. Your office clutter can be cleaned by a single press. Exclusively here on the App Store.
Okay, so this is the end of my presentation. So my reflection. So what I feel from this assignment is making an application is quite challenging. It's quite hard because we are the first time to get in touch into the Adobe SD and learn about the UI UX. And the most challenging part, I think, is when I in the planning phase in my app, because I have to think the flow of my app, how the user can use my app very smooth, and it have to design very logically, and it have to make sense. So yeah, this is my reflection. Thank you. This is my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So let's move on to the last presenter for Major Studio 2, and which is Vincent, slightly different from others.
Hello again, can you guys hear me? Okay, screen 2. Okay, so good morning guys. So I'll start off with my presentation slides. You guys can see this, right? I assume you can. So welcome everybody to my Major Studio Project 2. So my project title for this is called Cling. Okay, so why the project title is called Cling is because of the idea to cling on to something that's like holding on, and what the thing you are holding on to is it is basically hope. Okay, so before I get a bit more in depth into that, I'll explain a bit more on the other side of things. So first is that what I'll be producing is it's a game which is a departure from the previous guys, which is they produce UI and UX, but mine is a game of more interactive sort of thing. So why do I want to create a game is because of I want to the immersion a game has, and it promotes active learning if used correctly, and it's a new form of media compared to something like books or television, and it's more engaging, so people can learn from by experiencing. So what's the story? Is the story about this game about, and what's the concept? So it's about personal growth for the main character. So when like I said before, cling is to cling on to hope. But the question is right now is what does this hope have to do with anything? Well, it has to do with basically with depression. So personally, I somewhat suffer from depression. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have this issue, and sometimes it's gotten really bad. And only recently, I begun to actually seek medical help, which is like going to actually a proper like a clinic, and I'm currently on basically drugs to keep me properly sane or logical at the moment. So, and what I've done this research is that why do the people the idea of a person with depression is that the only thing that keeps us from actually offing ourselves, basically, for me, is hope. Is that hope tomorrow will be a better day, or hope that there is an escape, or hope there is better something better in life. And in my study and research I've done as well is that why some people with depression they commit suicide. It's not because they don't want to live. They actually want to live, but the problem is they want to escape from the pain they have already suffered right now. So it's that's the idea I want to or the story I want to say right now. And another story that I want to not necessarily a story about another concept is that I want the people that play the game to understand the depressed people, because people they do not understand depressed people. It's like, yeah, you can deal with it, or yeah, I know how you feel. Do you really know how you feel? That's a huge question. Okay, and some people, yes, they also suffer from depression, but how they deal with it is different. But so this game is basically on how I deal with my personal depression. Okay, you guys can still hear me, right? And see everything. Okay, so the story is about the main character going on a journey and finding other people to which is of the same sorry, not necessarily of the same wavelength, but finding people that are willing to accept for who he is, and slowly they become to open up with each other. The reason why I want to highlight this companionship is that with depressed people, the biggest hope or the biggest thing they have that's helps them to help them it helps their mental which helps their mentality is that it's the interpersonal connection. You know more people, and then you think, oh yeah, this guy I want to like go out with him, or with a group of friends. They have fun together. That's that moment we live for that moment, but when we are lacking of those moments, it starts to get really depressing. So the selling point of the game is that there's a sanity system. Dying does not mean game over. However, certain deaths will cause game over, and every time you die or you do things, the world changes. Dying too many times will result in different ways the game affects. And to regain sanity, the player has to consider certain items. So this is a sanity system. I can explain even more when I actually show the game. Okay, so actions have consequences. Doing actions will also affect sanity. Stealing items, attacking NPCs will also affect the sanity, and dialogue options will also have positive and negative effect on sanity. So this is my basic selling point, because every single game has its own selling point. So this is the resources that I have used, which is RPG Maker MZ, which is the latest installment in the RPG Maker franchise. It has a lot of functions that is very easy to use and very intuitive for me, as I will show you my flowchart later. And platforms is a PC and mobile, and the budget is only RM 200. As RPG Maker itself, it costs 130 ringgit, this resource itself. So the main distribution is the Steam store. Okay, because it's the biggest seller of digital games, and it has the widest user base of any form of this kind of store. So this is my user profile. So this is some of the early gameplay samples of what I plan to do. This is my mind map. This is the gameplay flowchart. Okay, so this is the sanity mechanic of how it works. For example, if I change zone, if you can see up on the top right here, if I change the zone, you increase, because depression it keeps going up. It doesn't really go down until like a specific thing happens. When that thing happens, then it only goes down. Okay, so it just keeps going out, and then as you can see from here is that once it reaches certain thresholds, things will change in the world. Okay, I'll show you later in the proper game. So okay, so this is a part of my media research. So Dark Souls, I know some of you may have heard of this game, but this is a very famous. It's an RPG. It's action RPG. But the main takeaway from this one is the idea of death and actions have consequences, and be cautious. Okay, that's the main takeaway from this. So, and then next is the Final Fantasy 8. I'm sure most of you have heard of the Final Fantasy franchise. The one I want to highlight 8 is because the story is because of the story and the emotional growth the main character goes through. Okay, so that's that's all for the presentation slides. So next I will show the video, my short trailer.
No sound.
No sound. Yeah. Is there any sound now? Where do you guys change the sound settings? Because I had a few problems with my PC lately.
When you share, right, and then there's like there's a button to turn on. It's not a button like a, like the slide thing.
Oh, okay, I see it. Thank you. Okay, so that's my short trailer. So I will now present to you the game. So I'll present in 3 save files basically. So the first one is how the game will play from the beginning, the normal beginning basically. And then the other two I will showcase a bit further into the game. So this is the game I've produced. So basically, the main takeaway I have from like Final Fantasy games is that they don't really have a lot of side quests, but they have a main story, and you have to fulfill certain objectives to actually progress the game. So for example, at the beginning it says I have to talk to Mark, and then if I want to go out, I will not be able to go out. If I want to open a chest, I will not be able to open a chest until I talk to the heroes around me. Okay. So as it says here, I have to pick up some potions. So if I okay, it's the same thing. Is that there are barriers block the players. Okay, so this entire front bit is actually the tutorial section of the game. Okay? So I have put triggers here, for example, like this dialogue. If you read this dialogue, it will hint that you could do certain things. For example, this one is check pods for load. So, most of them have like. Then if you're done, you can just finally go into the whole. So, like I said, this is a very linear game, so you are forced to go through this. So this is basically the first thing you do. So this specific encounter was I did it on purpose because again it's a tutorial, so I want their first encounter with an enemy, for example, to be to have a bit of meaning. There has to be a point to this encounter, which is to tell the player that yes, you may encounter other mobs in like specific dungeons or in like the overworld, for example. So we can continue on. So I put specific dialogues to help enrich the world a bit. So this part of the tutorial is that I want to teach the player that shrines exist and you can use that to recover the So another thing that I took away from Dark Souls is that there is a lot of theory crafting. For example, in the entire world, you don't know what's actually going on, but you get snippets of lore from like dialogue, bits and pieces of dialogue, and then in your brain you can maybe guess what's going on roughly, but we don't know actually what's the full, like 100% like the storybook. It's just bits and pieces. So, for example, in this dungeon, why is there a dungeon beside like, the church? So, for example, here the reach a block gate, for example. So this is to teach people that look skip now, and I'll go to another save file that I will showcase some other features of the game. So okay, so this in this save file, I've already progressed through the story. What I want to showcase is how the sanity or insanity function, how it works. Okay, so for example, as you can see, the world outside here is quite pretty and interesting. If I go into the inn, there's a lot of people like enjoying their drinks and whatnot. So if I load another save, which in this save I've already basically driven insane. Place. This is what the world will look like. NPCs will turn into like this shadow monster. Like you can see, everything's more reddish and saturated, and this is all the enemies. Okay, and if you encounter them, basically trigger an encounter. This build of the game I have got no on, so take some time. If I fight him, that means this NPC is gone forever. Like completely forever. So this function is your actions have consequences and take care of your sanity. And the only way to recover sanity is through certain items, which I do not have any, but it's called a soothing potion. You recover some of your sanity, and the only way to get it is to actually kill those shadows. So it's basically a delicate balance between these two. Right. So I believe that's all I have to share for the game. So for my reflection, basically this is a both fun, interesting, and a very hellish experience for me, because at first I want to use the Unity engine, but that turned out horribly, and it's a failure. Okay, because there are too many things I had to do to create a proper game. There's too many like engine stuff coding. For example, I can show you guys an example of the amount of coding I had to do. Like this thing. This is one part of a code which we never learned before. This is completely different from any Flash coding we've done before. It's C#, and it's not fun to code. And then this is only for, I believe, just the health and getting hit. It's not even a movement or anything. So it's a very how do I say, fruitful learning experience while doing this project in the end. And in the middle of the project, I also encountered a lot of motivational issues. So I really hope that I will be able to fix some certain issues in this regard. So thank you.
Okay, thank